Child support payment, $2,576.
That's how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how much you gotta pay.
This father is taking his ex-wife to court after she refused to pay child support or contribute to their children's care, despite them living with him. It's shocking to see such a lack of accountability, especially when he's doing everything to provide for them. The entitlement and audacity on display here will have you questioning the society we live in. Get ready for some heated drama.
I've been with the defendant for about 10 years now.
Okay.
We had children probably around my years, about 19, 20.
Okay,
and,
how old are they?
They're 8 and 5.
All right.
And right now, I'm an artist, Your Honor. That's how I met her. She was stripping.
I'm an exotic dancer.
She was stripping, Your Honor.
I'm an exotic
And that's
dancer.
how I met her. They was playing me in the club. Because I'm an artist, like I said, Your Honor.
Oh, you
and
were...
she's the one slowing me down with the children.
Okay.
And so, like I said, we've been together for about 10 years now. We got an 8 and a 5-year-old, and she's never there to take care of them.
I'm there for my kids.
I can't even do what I
Excuse me, ma'am. Let him speak, and then I can assure you I'll get over to you. Children are 8 and 5.
Yes, ma'am.
She was working as an exotic dancer. Yeah. You're an artist. You all live together.
We used to.
Yes.
All right. So, hold on.
Sorry.
How long ago did you all stop living together?
We stopped living together about, I want to say, 3 years ago.
All right. And where do the children live currently?
With me.
And they've been living with you for the past 3 years?
They've been living with me. She comes at 2 times of the week.
The father is the only one actually spending time with and caring for their children, while the mother has the audacity to withhold child support. It's baffling how a parent can show so little interest in their own kids, especially when they're just 5 and 8. At that age, both parents should be present and involved for a healthy upbringing. But this drama is far from over. Just wait until you hear the excuses this mother is about to make.
Take them to the park. She's taking them to get a kids meal, but I'm the one that's got to deal with the harassment because
I got to do what I got to do.
What?
Ma'am. What is it with today? Everybody want to interrupt each other.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just don't do it. It's that simple.
I got you, Your Honor.
She's coming in with a kids meal, Your Honor, on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm doing the bond for my daughter on Thursday.
Okay.
You know, and getting them ready for school on Friday. And so that's what the problem is. Like I said, we just can't even stay together no more. And that's why I brought her to the court.
Okay. So you're asking for child support, health insurance. What health insurance do you have for the children?
I don't have any health insurance right now, Your Honor.
Okay. So are they on Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Mom?
Well, the kids are getting harassed in school right now.
Why are they being harassed?
Because she's stripping, Your Honor, and everybody knows it.
Okay, we're going to use exotic dancer because that's what she said her profession is.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I think out of respect, you should refer to it as what she calls it.
Not only is this mother neglecting her children, but she's also bringing them shame by working as a stripper. While the profession itself is controversial, choosing that path as a parent takes shamelessness to another level. Imagine growing up and discovering that your own mother had this job. It's a tough reality to face. Let me know your thoughts in the comments because to me this mother is the definition of audacity and reckless behavior. And trust me, it only goes downhill from here.
So the children are being made fun of at school because of what Mom does for a living.
Yes.
Okay, she was doing that when you met her, right?
Yes, she was. Like I said, they was playing me in the club. And she's slowing me down, Your Honor.
How's she slowing you down? What you mean by that?
She's slowing me down because she's not taking care of the kids. She's popping in and out.
But how does that slow you down exactly?
It's slowing me down because I had a career, Your Honor.
Oh,
and
I see what you're saying.
I love barbering.
Okay.
But they gonna learn how to barber with me because they up there with me all the time. I need some help. And that's why we're here, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and they go to school during the day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But on the weekends, they're with you at the barbershop.
Right, she gets them on Tuesday and Wednesday when she's off, but that's not enough.
Just Tuesday and Wednesday?
Just Tuesday and Wednesday.
They don't spend a night or anything like that?
Kids Meal and Park.
Okay.
Are you sick?
Kids Meal Park.
That's what you're going to do.
Excuse me. No, that's not what we're doing. You're not going to interrupt anymore.
If I'm lying, let them know if I'm lying.
You're not going to interrupt anymore. That's what we're not doing.
I
Okay?
apologize. I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
Stop apologizing because you keep doing it. Just don't do it. All right. Now,
She know I'm telling the truth, y'all.
is there anything else you want me to know about the facts of this case? Not necessarily what she thinks or anything like that, because that has nothing to do with what I have to do up here.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so I can move over.
It seems this mother not only struggles with her actions, but also with keeping her story straight. So far, the father's claims appear far more credible, while she keeps trying to justify her questionable behavior with weak excuses. Her attempts at explaining herself only expose her lack of accountability. But let's hear her side, because things are about to get even more intense.
Now it's your turn.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi.
Yes, so I am here, not really sure why, because I take very good care of our children.
Well, you do know why. He just said he wants some help. You slowing him down.
Mm-hmm.
He can't cut hair the way that he needs to and make the money he needs to because the children are always with him.
I mean, they're not always with him. I do get them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on my off days. That's something we agreed to because I'm bringing
Well,
in.
hold on. Let me just clear something up. Those are only days you get them, right?
Well, like full time. I see my kids all the time, but on full time, from sun up to sundown, they're with me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
How many days
all
in a
day.
week?
There's 7.
All right, so
However,
you see them 2. So 5 is majority of the time that they're with dad. So,
well, I go over
or
there and I
am, or
check on
am I
them.
missing some days?
No, Your Honor, you're not. But I go over there and I check on them, but they do stay overnight with him on those other 5 days. I have them on the days that I'm fully off, and I can tend to them and get them the meals that they like and take them to the park. But I have to make money.
So he
and-
was telling the truth.
Well, not fully
Yeah.
the truth, because I mean, you know, he's acting like I'm not there for him. He's complaining now. He didn't have any complaints whenever we
just
got together.
established you are not there. They're
Well-
with
She's
him
never there,
5
Your Honor.
days a week.
Never
Excuse me.
there.
Mr. Williams, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told her. No interruptions,
Thank
okay?
you, Your Honor.
No, you don't have to thank me because you've been doing it. So, no, that's not what we're doing. It is not to taunt him. It's just to make sure I give him the same treatment that I gave you, okay? Now, he has not been dishonest thus far in what he said because you just confirmed it. You get him on your off days, which is 2 days a week. The other 5 days, they're with him. You do Happy Meals and park. He's taking them to school. He's feeding them. He's getting them dressed for school, getting them dressed
But
for.
you're-
Are they in any activities?
Yeah.
Yes, and
Okay.
After school, my younger daughter,
But-
she cheerleading.
But Your
Okay,
Honor,
are
I'm
you
the one-
taking them to
but
cheerleading?
I'm providing for them.
Okay.
He's not telling the
Okay,
financial
so
part.
let's talk about that then.
Yes.
How much money do you make?
I do very well.
It's shocking how this mother goes out of her way to tarnish the father's reputation while making every excuse to avoid her responsibilities as a parent. She accuses him of lying, only to contradict herself moments later by admitting his claims are true. This is a textbook example of why some people should think twice before having kids if they can't handle the responsibility. Abandoning your children is bad enough, but openly disrespecting their other parent takes immaturity to a whole new level.
What she tell me?
That, excuse me. That
$100
I can't,
I'm
write
sorry,
down
I'm
very
sorry.
well on the child support order. I need to know how much you make in a dollar amount.
$180K a year.
$180K a year. How
Yes.
much of that $180,000 are you giving dad?
Well, not necessarily giving that, but on my children, because I don't give it directly to him. I take care of my children.
Wait a minute, hold on. The kids are 8 and 5,
Right.
so you got to give it to him. So what are you giving him to provide for the kids?
Well, I wasn't giving him anything to provide for the kids. When I check on my kids, I do for my kids, and I buy my kids
What does
stuff.
that mean?
That means like I provide things for them. I do when they're in my care. That's when I provide for them. But
2 days a week in your care, right?
Well, full
We've
time.
established that.
Yes.
So,
So-
what do you do beyond that?
But as far, I can't imagine giving this man any amount of money that I work hard for, and he talking about this stripper, this and that. I'm an exotic dancer, but he didn't have that problem when we got together. And the years that we were together, he wasn't complaining then. But as regarding my children, I take very good care of them. I just can't imagine the hard work that I do. That's why my knee is messed up now, because I had an injury at work. And he knows that, and then he's begging for money. I take care of my children. My
He's
children have
not
no wants.
begging. He's not. He is not. He is not begging. He is telling you to do what you should do anyway as a parent.
But you're not
Your
here
Honor,
in
the
private,
part-
Your Honor.
Your Honor,
He's
the
trying
part-
to get back with me.
Here,
He does
one second.
extra
Hold on,
stuff,
hold on.
like
It doesn't matter. That has no bearing on child support. What he says to you, what he says about you, doesn't make any never mind to me. What you say about her, what y'all's conversations are, that has no never mind, has nothing to do with child support.
She refuses to pay child support, claiming the father disrespects her by calling her a stripper, while she insists she's an exotic dancer. Seriously, what kind of excuse is that? Personal feelings shouldn't get in the way of parental responsibilities, but it's clear she prioritizes dancing on a pole over being there for her kids.
Right,
Okay, it's not a but. Let me ask you a question, because I don't want to derail this conversation in this case, because I have some more that I need to get to today. Now, if you're making $180,000 a year, why aren't these children on any type of health insurance?
Well, the profession that I have, there's no insurance offered, and I mean.
Well, it doesn't have to be. You're considered a independent contractor, right?
Right.
That means you can get private health insurance.
Well,
Did you know that?
I'm not really sure how to go about doing that.
You can
but-
Google and say to the internet how to find private health insurance.
Right.
trying to see
but
where she
see,
get
but
the
he has
180
his
from.
own barbershop, and through the barbershop, I figured he could he's complaining about I don't spend time
I
enough
had
with
to
him.
start doing
He
that.
can figure
I
that
wouldn't have
part
been
out.
doing
Okay,
that.
hold on.
Because I can take my kids to the doctor, pay the copay out of cash, and be done. Like, insurance for what? I mean.
Well, child support for what? Because you're definitely getting ready to pay. How about
No,
that?
wait.
Yes, no,
But
it's
Your
not
Honor,
a
he
wait.
didn't
No,
tell
ma'am.
you-
No, ma'am. You came here to waste my time.
No.
You did come here to waste my time. You make $180,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
and you have not been doing what you need to be doing for these children. You don't pay for cheerleading. You pay for Happy Meals, and
But
I can't even say
he's
you pay for
acting
the
like
park
he is
because
a
the
big-
park is
come
free.
from?
Your Honor, I just want to say, and he's talking about my kids being teased at school and all of that. No, he's the one being teased. He's the one that is brainwashing them to believe this stuff and want to turn my kids against me because I don't want to be with him any longer. That's the ultimate problem. That's why we're here. Because before this, Mr. Williams didn't have any problems with me financially, taking care of my kids, providing.
Your Honor, this
Baby,
is
I'ma
exactly
support
why
you,
we're not
and
staying
you go
together.
do what you need to go do those 2 days a week. That was our agreement. Now you want to bash me and make it seem like I'm not there for our children?
2
How
days
dare
out of the
you?
week, Your Honor.
No, it's not 2 days.
2 days
It's
out
not
of the
two-
week, and
but
she
can you
yelling
tell-
full time.
Okay, but what about that day you had an appointment and I had to watch them?
What about the day you left the kids at the house to go out with your
I would
friends?
never. You know what? See, you always bringing up old stuff. You always going. You're on. At the end of the day, I make very good money. I do very well, and he wasn't complaining then, and now he wants to complain now, and then I just don't know what to tell him. But our kids is not an issue. They love me dearly. Please tell Your Honor. Please tell her that how much the
Your
kids
Honor, I don't
love
have to
me. They talk
brainwash
about
them.
me.
I don't have to
in a good
brainwash them.
way.
They already know.
No. They
'Cause they
talk
getting
about
it
me
in
in a
school.
good way. They love their mother dearly because I'm there for them. What memories are you making with them? Do they
Okay,
tell you
hold
how
on,
they
hold
act
on.
at the
Let me-
park?
hold on.
They love the park.
Here's the memory we're getting ready to make because I made my ruling. You have capped out, according to Texas guidelines, your gross is $9,200 a month. Child support is set at $2,300. You're going to do
Thank
a
you, Your Honor.
reimbursement to Medicaid for $276, making your monthly child support payment $2,576.
That's how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how much you got.
This is what happens when unchecked audacity meets reality. She walked into court expecting to collect child support, but walked out with the tables turned. Looks like she'll need to spend more time on the pole to make up the difference. And if you thought this case was dramatic, just wait for the next. 1. A toxic woman tries to destroy her husband's reputation in court, but ends up facing a harsh reality check. Let's dive in.
Do you not get your kids on holidays?
Objection, Your Honor. I believe we've gone through this.
He wants equal time, so
Okay.
I'm wondering why he hasn't, but now he wants to.
Okay. Well, I'll allow a little leeway, Mr. Todd, but I think he's answered quite a bit of this, but go ahead and then we'll proceed.
I do want to get my kids on holidays, and I have had them on holidays in the past. And if the court grants so, I look forward to having them on future holidays.
So taking them on your own is not good enough. The court has to grant it.
You're testifying.
Your Honor,
I just asked you a question.
Well, it's not really a question, ma'am, so please move on.
Where are you gonna live if you want this equal time? Where are my
Sorry.
kids going to live
This
if
has
you live
already
at
been
your
answered.
parents?
This has already been answered in prior testimony.
Well, go ahead, sir, answer.
So you want
Yes, Your Honor.
me and you would like me and my kids, which were named on the eviction notice, all other occupants, to leave the home that we've been living in since 2010, and I've been their primary caregiver since you left this home, so you can move in here, and you are solely one person?
I'm not the owner of the home. I had nothing to do with the eviction. But since you are being evicted, yes, I may move down to that home, which my parents own.
Who's paid the bills here for the last, since 2010?
Who's paid the bills there?
Yes.
I paid bills.
Yes, you have. Who paid for the remodels that have happened to this house? Probably over $60,000. Who paid for those?
I have no knowledge of $60,000 worth of remodels, but what's the relevance?
Did you get new windows in the house?
Objection, Your Honor. I don't see how this is relevant.
Okay. Ma'am, how's it relevant? Any improvements or repairs to the house?
Because this was our home. This was Michael's home until he decided he wanted to divorce me. Now it's all of a sudden their home.
Okay. Well, ma'am, if you could present any deeds or anything like that showing that it's deeded to his name or the two of your name, then the court would again entertain that. But you've not produced anything to that extent, so the court will sustain the objection. You'll have to move on.
It's no surprise the father chose to divorce this woman. Her blatant attempts to smear his name with false accusations and drain him of everything he owns are beyond disgraceful. It's heartbreaking to see children caught between parents who lack emotional intelligence, often leading to divorce and broken homes. This is a growing issue in our society, and it's worth discussing. Let me know your thoughts on this case, and the broader problem of toxic partners in the comments. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more juicy court drama. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Right,
Okay, it's not a but. Let me ask you a question because I don't want to derail this conversation in this case because I have some more that I need to get to today. Now, if you're making $180,000 a year, why aren't these children on any type of health insurance?
Well, the profession that I have, there's no insurance offered, and I mean.
Well, it doesn't have to be. You're considered a independent contractor, right?
Right.
That means you can get private health insurance.
Well,
Did you know that?
I'm not really sure how to go about doing that.
You can
but-
Google and say to the internet how to find private health insurance.
Right.
Trying to see
But
where
see,
she
but
get the
he has
180
his
from.
own barbershop, and through the barbershop, I figured he could he's complaining about I don't spend time
I
enough
had
with
to
him.
start doing
He
that.
can figure
I
that
wouldn't
part
have been
out.
doing
Okay,
that.
hold on.
Because I
hold
can
on.
take my kids to the doctor, pay the copay out of cash, and be done. Like, insurance for what? I mean.
Well, child support for what? Because you're definitely getting ready to pay. How about
No,
that?
wait.
Yes, no,
But
it's
Your
not
Honor,
a waste.
he didn't
No,
tell
ma'am.
you-
No, ma'am. You came here to waste my time.
No.
You did come here to waste my time. You make $180,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
and you have not been doing what you need to be doing for these children. You don't pay for cheerleading. You pay for Happy Meals, and
But
I
he
can't even
act-
say
he's
you pay for
acting
the
like
park
he is
because
a-
the
Where
park
did he
is
come
free.
from?
Your Honor, I just want to say, and he's talking about my kids being teased at school and all of that. No, he's the one being teased. He's the one that is brainwashing them to believe this stuff and want to turn my kids against me because I don't want to be with him any longer. That's the ultimate problem. That's why we're here. Because before this, Mr. Williams didn't have any problems with me financially, taking care of my kids, providing.
Your Honor, this
Baby,
is
I'ma
exactly
support
why
you,
we're not staying
and you go
together.
do what you need to go do those 2 days a week. That was our agreement. Now you want to bash me and make it seem like I'm not there for our children?
2
How
days
dare
out of the
you?
week, Your Honor.
No, it's not 2 days.
2 days
It's
out
not
of the
two-
week, and
but
she
can you
yelling
tell-
full time.
Okay, but what about that day you had an appointment and I had to watch them?
What about the day you left the kids at the house to go out with your
I would
friends?
never. You know what? See, you always bringing up old stuff. You know, you always going, Your Honor, at the end of the day, I make very good money. I do very well, and he wasn't complaining then, and now he wants to complain now, and I just don't know what to tell him, you know? But our kids is not an issue. They love me dearly. Please tell Your Honor, please tell her that how much the
Your
kids
Honor, I don't
love
have to
me. They talk
brainwash
about
them.
me.
I don't have to
in a
brainwash
good way.
them. They already know.
No. They
'Cause
talk
they
about
getting
me
it
in
in
a
school.
good way. They love their mother dearly because I'm there for them. What memories are you making with them? Do they
Okay,
tell you
hold
how
on,
they
hold
act
on.
at the
Let me-
park?
hold on.
They love the park.
Here's the memory we're getting ready to make because I made my ruling. You have capped out, according to Texas guidelines, your gross is $9,200 a month. Child support is set at $2,300. You're going to do
Thank
a
you, Your Honor.
reimbursement to Medicaid for $276, making your monthly child support payment $2,576.
That's how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how
Nah.
much you got.